Plants. Peaceful, gentle, green, just quietly minding their business, photosynthesizing in the sun, right? Wrong. Some plants are absolute monsters. They strangle, they stink, they literally eat things alive. Today, we're diving into the botanical dark side. 5 plants that make you question everything you thought you knew about nature. Let's talk about the Venus flytrap. It looks small, innocent, like a happy little leafy mouth smiling up at you. But don't be fooled. This thing is basically nature's version of a medieval torture device designed by a gardener. Each mouth has tiny trigger hairs inside. Think of them like security sensors for bugs. If an unsuspecting fly brushes one hair, the plant's like, maybe it's just the wind. But if it touches 2 hairs in under 20 seconds, snap! The trap slams shut faster than your laptop when someone walks in unexpectedly. Those delicate green jaws interlock like prison bars, and the fly's little brain goes, "Wait, plants, don't do this!" Oh, but this one does. Once it's got its victim, the plant secretes digestive enzymes, basically bug-melting acid, and slowly liquefies its prey over the next few days. It's not eating for pleasure, it's eating for nitrogen. That's right, this plant doesn't just want sunlight, it wants souls. When it's done, it reopens, spits out the leftovers, and just sits there, looking cute again, like it didn't just commit leafy murder in broad daylight. It's been called one of the most wonderful plants in the world. Personally, I'd call it the bug world's Airbnb nightmare. You check in, you never check out. Now I'd like to introduce you to Hydnora africana, also known as devil's toes, which already sounds like something your nightmares would wear for shoes. This thing doesn't even look like a plant. It spends its entire parasitic life underground, sucking nutrients from the roots of other plants like some kind of subterranean freeloader. No leaves, no stems, no green, no photosynthesis, just a fleshy brown blob biding its time like a botanical troll under the soil bridge. Then one day, boom, it bursts out of the ground with a flower that looks like a cross between a mutant mushroom and something the special effects department rejected from Alien vs. Predator. And the smell? Oh, you thought pretty flowers smelled nice? Not this one. This baby reeks like a backed up sewer in the middle of summer. Why? Because Hydnora is a marketing genius. It's targeting a very specific audience. Dung beetles and carrion beetles. Basically the Tinder crowd of the poop world. These beetles catch a whiff of all their rotting trash and think, oh, dinner. They crawl inside the flower expecting a buffet and instead find themselves locked in a stinky trap. The flower keeps them prisoner for a while, long enough to cover them in pollen. Then it finally lets them go, sending them off like unwilling delivery drivers carrying its genetic package to the next floral stink bomb. So yeah, Hydnora africana, the plant that lives underground, smells like death, and catfishes beetles for pollination. Sounds lovely. Now, Hydnora may smell like a bathroom disaster, but the corpse flower cranks it up to full-blown morgue status. This beast, Amorphophallus titanium, doesn't mess around. It grows one single bloom that can reach up to 10 feet tall. That's the largest unbranched flower in the world. Sounds majestic, right? Like something you'd see on a postcard labeled Nature's Wonder. But then, it blooms. And when it blooms, it drops its secret weapon, the smell of rotting flesh. Not just, ew, that's unpleasant, bad. We're talking dumpster fire behind a meatpacking plant in July, bad. It's the kind of smell that makes you question every life choice that led you to that exact moment. But hey, there's method to the madness. That horrifying stench is a trap, custom designed to attract the plant's biggest fans, carrion beetles and flesh flies. They show up thinking they found the all-you-can-eat corpse buffet of their dreams, only to realize they've been catfished by a flower. And just to make it extra special, this monstrosity only blooms once every 7 to 10 years. Yep, a decade of build-up just to unleash 1 week of nose-melting horror. And somehow, people love it! Lining up at botanical gardens for hours, snapping selfies and tearing up from the smell, basically paying to gag in public together. Nature's weird, but honestly, humanity's even weirder. By the way, if you're enjoying learning about these creepy little plants, give this video a like. It helps more curious people like you find it. Ever heard of a dodder vine, also known as cuscuta? Yeah, I didn't think so. Sounds harmless, right? Like something you'd sprinkle on a salad. Imagine spaghetti, but alive and evil. It's food. Photosynthesis, you say? Too mainstream. Instead, it goes full predator mode. This plant sniffs around. Yes, actually smells to find a target. Scientists have found it can detect chemical signals from nearby plants and literally slither its way toward the juiciest one like,
That tomato smells alive and well. Not for long.
Once it reaches its victim, it wraps around the stem like some clingy eggs and sinks in these creepy little root-like syringes called hostoria. Through them, it sucks out water and nutrients straight from the host's veins. Vascular tissue. From there, the daughter basically hijacks the host's entire system. It steals energy, resources, and even signals, so it can tell when its victim is doing well enough to keep feeding it. Like the world's most toxic relationship, but in botany form. And if that's not enough nightmare fuel, it can spread from plant to plant through its tangled vines, turning entire fields into scenes from The Last of Us Salad Edition. So yeah, the daughter vine, nature's vampire spaghetti, except it doesn't sparkle, it just kills. And finally, the strangler fig. This one doesn't stink, it doesn't snap, it doesn't even suck your blood. No, it's a master of the slow burn. The fig starts life as a tiny little seed, usually dropped by a bird right on top of another tree. Cute, right? Adorable little tree baby perched on a branch. Wrong. That's the calm before the storm. From there, it begins its patient takeover. Tiny roots start inching downward like prison bars, wrapping themselves around the host's tree trunk. Slowly, quietly, relentlessly. Every year, every season, the fig tightens its grip, squeezing the host like a botanical boa constrictor. Eventually, the host tree dies, and what's left? A hollow cage of fig roots suspended above the forest floor. It's like nature's version of a mob hit. Patient, suffocating, and ruthlessly efficient. And here's the kicker. Despite this murderous lifestyle, strangler figs are considered keystone species. Their fruit feeds monkeys, birds, bats, basically everyone in the rainforest food web. So yeah, it's basically the mafia dawn of the jungle. Terrifying, controlling, deadly, and everyone depends on it. So next time you see a plant, don't assume it's just a harmless little oxygen-providing green thing. If plants could walk, we'd all be doomed. Thanks for surviving this tour of some of nature's creepiest weirdos. Now go water your houseplants and subscribe for more. Hasta la vista, corpse flower fart.